Okay, so this is another question I get, which is, and this is a great question actually. What's the process for selling my home to Frank Jr. Buys Houses? Like, how does that work? It's really simple. Here's what happens. So once we connect, and however we connect, sometimes it's through a referral, sometimes we might run ads, sometimes you might have met a friend who we bought from, whatever. Once we connect, there's a couple things that we do. We actually need to come out to your home. So we'll have a discussion on the phone first. I'll ask some questions. You'll tell me about your home, some things that are going on, what your situation is, and so that I can understand how we might be able to help you. Okay, that's step one. Then once we both agree that, okay, yeah, it makes sense for us to actually have a meeting. And by the way, we do not make offers over the phone. I know some companies do that. We don't. We actually need to get inside and get to see your home, because every situation and pictures don't always tell what's really going on with the property, right? So we have a conversation on the phone. We talk about it. Okay, and then once we get comfortable with each other, we set up a time to meet. Then we will come out. It takes us 45 minutes to an hour. Once we get to your home, we'll walk around, we'll look, we'll ask questions about different parts of your home. We'll understand what it is that you're needing from your situation, because everybody's needs is a little different. And so once we have that conversation, 45 minutes to an hour. Now, sometimes it can take longer than that, but that's on average, right? And then we get to know each other and make sure that we feel comfortable going to the next step. And then once we understand what that looks like, then within 24 hours, we'll give you an offer of what we can pay. Because here's what we'll do. Once we understand everything going on in your home, once we look at it, once we understand the comps and some of the different details, then we'll look at it and go, okay, what can we pay for this home? Now, there have been times in this process where we come back to the seller and say, you shouldn't sell to us because you can do better. We'll tell you. If we don't think we're the best option, we will tell you. So then we'll figure out within 24 hours, okay, this is what we can pay. And then if you say, okay, I'm good with it, I like it, or we go back and forth, work out the price that makes sense for both sides, then we'll send an agreement. And because we're licensed agents, we use the Florida agreement, Florida real estate agreement, which is standard. And then once we have that agreed upon, we send it to a title company, and we work with a few different title companies so that it's local, because we buy houses in several different Central Florida counties, and we'll have a title company that will run title. We have to make sure that liens, judgments, anything that's attached to the title is clean when we get it, so that we can do whatever we're going to do with it. So it's a real simple process. I've seen it done as quickly as 7 days, but on average, it's 15 to 22 days, somewhere in there. But it has been done quicker, and it has been done slower. If you say, well, I need, like one customer that we're working with right now actually is, it needed 3 weeks post-closing to stay in the house. Cool. We've worked it all different ways. Simple process. We're flexible. You need quicker time. We can generally do that. You need longer time. We can generally do that. There's all kind of ways to make it work. But the process is real simple. And because I own the business and I work directly with my lenders, it's between you and me, and we decide, and we're not sending it up the chain and trying to figure things out on our own or with others. We can make it happen between us.